All right, guys. So we are on a part 25. I can't believe it. It's already part 25. So on part 25 here, uh, if you watch the previous part 24, which was very emotional, Greenway has passed away. He got shot. It was a very emotional scene. And make sure you go watch it. I don't want to spoil it. And they got the evidence to put Nicholas Webb away. Now, his son, uh, Damien Webb, is dead. Uh, James Bond killed him. Finally, put him where he belongs, 6 feet under. Because the guy was a piece of crap. What he has done to double O's and how many double O's he has killed. How many individuals this guy has killed. Man, this guy deserves to die, and he did die. James Bond made sure he died, and it was epic. You got to go watch the previous part. But now Nicholas Webb is being given immunity. James Bond comes back and he's got all this evidence to put Nicholas Webb away for good, right? And he's like, all right, well, let's put him away. And then M goes and says, well, blah, 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 politics, politics. We have to grant him a immunity. He's given a immunity. Like, what? This guy's a murderer. The guy's a freaking murderer, just like his son. But we're going to give him an immunity? James Bond was furious. Not only did Greenway die, and all these other agents, including Monroe, right? And 009, all for nothing? And you're just going to let this lunatic billionaire maniac murderer just get away with this? And Bond was like, I'm not going to let that slide. So anyway, Bond goes down to Q's laboratory, and Q had, a couple of drinks with 007 in memory of Greenway. And Q knew that what M is doing is wrong. Like, you're protecting a murderer. You're giving immunity to a murderer. And Q is not okay with this. So what Q basically did, he did the right thing. He told Bond, look, Greenway's happy where he's at. I know Greenway. But at the same time, Q also knows that Greenway would not like to see this turn out the way it is. So Q did the right thing. Q was like, okay, I'm going to leave. Help yourself. Just make sure you turn the lights off before you leave. So basically, Q let him use whatever he wants to use here, because Q knew that he will need resources to accomplish what he needs to accomplish next. So what's going on now? So now James Bond is trying to find something else that he can put an end to this Nicholas Webb nonsense. So apparently, before Damien Webb died, he mentioned something about his father, Hyperion, the real source of this supercomputer Hyperion. And this Hyperion, it's somewhere in Antarctica, apparently. So that's what Bond is trying to do. He's trying to get to this Hyperion, because if he can destroy this Hyperion, that's it. No more supercomputers, no more Thea. And then he can use that evidence from Hyperion and maybe presented it to I don't know, M. Maybe M will reconsider presenting it to the Parliament, and then Parliament could indict this guy and put him away. But we'll see what happens. So that's basically what's going on. So this is part 25. I had to explain this to you, and I hope you guys appreciate me explaining this to you. Yes, there's spoilers, obviously, so late in the game now. This is the third act. We're so close to the end. I have to explain this to you so that way you guys know what's going on. So you have a better understanding what's going on this episode. Okay. So let's continue. some people get mad at me. Well, yeah, but you talk too much, dude. I have to because this is a commentary. Like, use common sense, dude. All right, I need to explain to you what's going on. Okay, when you click on a TV show, previously on, why do you think there's a previously on? So that way they can refresh your memory and let you know what happened on the previous episode and what's going on here on this episode. Okay, that's the whole point. That's the courtesy that you're supposed to give when you're doing a commentary. And I'm giving you guys a courtesy to let you know what's going on. That is if you care, if you want to know. But if you're watching this video, you certainly do care because you want to know what's going on. All right. So that's why I have to explain all of this. And again, it says clearly commentary. So you know that you're going to be listening to a commentary, me. Now, if you don't want to hear my commentary and you want to listen and you just want to watch without commentary, well, then go to MKiceandFire and you can watch the entire 12 hours of this without any commentary. You have a choice. But if you're going to come here to watch me, then understand this. Common sense. It says commentary. So you're going to have to listen to a commentary. That's the whole point. Okay? And the fact that I even have to explain this, it's really pathetic that some people are really this dumb that they can't understand the simple common sense notion of like, hey, it's a commentary, dude. Yeah. When you watch a podcast, we're going to say, oh, Joe Rogan, you talk too much. It's a podcast. This is a commentary. Same thing. My God, some people are so stupid, man. I swear to God. Some people, some individuals are so dumb, you know. But anyway, welcome to internet. But I don't think these individuals are dumb. I think these individuals are just trolls. They're trolls. They're just miserable individuals, miserable humans. I don't even know why am I even acknowledging these miserable individuals. Man, that's what they are. They're just miserable individuals, dude. They got nothing going on. You think they can make 10,000 videos like I can in past 12 years? You think they can create anything in their life? No, they can't. They're just miserable, miserable human beings, dude. Anyway, let's continue. And of course, the internet gives them the access to show their misery by trolling other people. Let's continue.
Now how to get it off the glass. This should do the job. Damn, it's only a partial print. What else could be good for a clean print?
All right, so he got the print. The print will help him get the access to the equipment.
Freshest print in the place. Shame it's only a partial.
And why do you think the Q was drinking with him? Because the Q knew that he's going to need a fingerprint, and he'll figure that out.
At last. One whole print. Now let's see if I'm right.
But the Q knew that this is the right thing to do. Like, Q is smart. He's like, man, I can't let this slide. I need to give Bond everything he needs to.
Identity verified. Welcome back, Q.
Yo, he's giving him...
Made a half-decent agent after all.
Get everything, dude. Everything you need, bro. I think he'll try to contact Miss Roth, because she has a lot of resources and her men could help him get to this Hyperion, you know. He'll probably get in touch with her.
Thank you, Bridget. The watch and the pistol to go.
You got everything you need, Bond. But there's something else you need. I think you need a car. Aston Martin. Come on, man. I think it's time to get that Aston Martin.
so what code would Waters use for a room full of guns?
Well, there's right there. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty simple. Hold on. The leaderboard's glitching. I bet your score last week. Maybe the score will be the password.
The high score. Seriously, Waters?
1324. 1324. There you go. 1324. Here you go. 1324.
Armory access granted.
Too easy.
Yeah, because it's a Q laboratory, man. They all work with each other. They all know each other. There's no secrecy between them. They all work together, you know.
Hello there.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just the watch to go.
Get to watch, and you're also going to need, you're going to need a car, dude. You'll need that Aston Martin, dude. I think it's time, man, to finally drive the Aston Martin, man. Come on, man. So what is he going to do now? He's going to try to get in touch with that Miss Roth to see if she can help him get the information on the whereabouts of Hyperion.
Cease fire. Personnel detected on range.
Oh, that's smart. He has a sensor that automatically can cease fire on a shooting range. If somebody's walking across, automatically sense it and cease fire automatically. A memo from Bridget. Okay.
Identity verified. Welcome back, Q. Q credentials inconclusive. Running diagnostics.
Don't worry, I'll be in and out.
There's the watch. There's the watch.
Promise to take better care of this one.
Q not detected.
What?
Initiating.
No, wait.
Oh shit.
Now how do I get out of here?
Damn it.
Explosion chamber lockdown disengaged.
What would Crest do? Shutter lock gone. Nothing to it.
Four-digit number. The code should always be related to the test subject itself. But what's the test subject number?
Protected cabinet. I wonder what's inside.
This has to be one of the best James Bond games ever made.
Flown a spark may be the answer.
Laser charged and operational.
Industrial strength. Or perhaps this will do the trick. Safety lock gone. Fire hazard coming up.
Laser deactivated.
You see, there's a lot of editing. He edits a lot. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why is he editing so much? Because he only has like 12 hours to put this entire walkthrough together. So yeah, there's a lot of editing in this game. He can figure out all of this pretty quickly. He's not a superhuman. He has to edit, he has to, because he doesn't, if he was to like show you the entire walkthrough, this would be like 20 hours. But he can't put 20 hours into one video. So what he tried to do, he edited everything and he put it all together. You can see a lot of editing here, clearly, if you pay attention. So I see a lot of people in the comments saying, yo, this gotta be the fastest, walkthrough of all time. This guy is super fast. No, he's just editing a lot of stuff, dude. He had access to this game way, way, way before, dude. He's a big YouTuber, has millions of subscribers, and they gave him this game to play early, but they told him you cannot release the video till the embargo is lifted. Once the embargo was lifted and the game was released, then he released the full walkthrough. So he's not like a super fast player. He gets stuck too. But it was edited. He edited everything. It took him a long time to finish this. But then he had to edit everything and put it together for 12-hour walkthrough. But some people don't realize that, man. Because you see, that's the thing about people. They don't think. They don't use their brains. I see everything. I can tell you what's what, what's not. But this generation just doesn't think. They're so like easy to manipulate. They think, oh yeah, this is how it is. No, it's not, dude. He's not like some superhuman. He had access to this game super early, like a month ago. So they gave him an early access to play it, to finish it, put it all together, and then once the embargo is lifted, release the 12-hour edited full walkthrough on the May 27th, which was the release date of the game, and the embargo was lifted. That's how that works. But when you read the comments, man, you just see how people just, they're so naive. No wonder people are so easily manipulated, man, because they believe everything they see. It's like Houdini says, what the eyes see and the ears hear, the mind believes. This generation, it's so easy manipulated, man. It's sad. It's sad. The reason I say it's sad, because you're supposed to think, man. You have a brain for a reason. You're supposed to be smart, dude. You're supposed to know, okay, who's trying to rip you off, who's your friend, who's not your friend, who's genuine, who's not genuine. You should be able to do all of these things, man. You should be able to read everything and see everything for what it is. But unfortunately, okay, if there's smart people out there, then internet show me. Internet has showed me that there's not that many smart people out there. Clearly, if you spend your entire day tipping some chick on the webcam, giving her thousands of dollars, and you got no pot to piss in, and you're living in your mother's basement, that shows me that you are not intelligent. If you're someone who is simping for other YouTubers and you don't have a pot to piss in and you're living in your mother's basement, then you're not intelligent. You're not smart. I'm talking about, there's smart people. There's a certain percentage of smart people, but I'm not talking about a minority. I'm talking about a majority. Majority on the internet, man, when you read the comments, when you just read the stupidity, man, it just shows you how many, unintelligent people they are. Really, dude. Just look at all the simps out there, simping for everything. Why? Why are you simping so much? Why are you worshiping all these individuals? I always tell people, don't worship me. Don't worship anyone. You should never worship another human being. That's your first mistake. That's your first weakness, is worshiping. But this generation likes to worship, likes to simp, and they admit they love it. Anyway, don't listen. Don't even get me. Listen, if we start talking about this generation, we start talking about today's society and the social media and internet, this would be like a 12-hour video. and we still would not be scratching the surface. I just find it very strange and odd and weird, man. That this future in this generation, it's really like, for me, it's like an alien, unknown planet, dude. Like, yes, I'm in the same planet, but man, the way people are nowadays, it's very strange, weird, weird, man. It's just, people are very weird and strange, especially this generation. I never seen such a weird individuals. Like, look, I had my a share of run-ins with some strange individuals and weird individuals here and there. But back in the 80s and the 90s, people were much smarter, dude. They had principles. They knew, like, they can tell, who is who, and it was different. I think people are smarter back in the 80s and 90s, but now, dude, like, people believe Earth is flat. They believe that the moon doesn't exist. They believe that we never went to the moon. They believe that the space doesn't exist. It's just a hologram. Yo, I mean, that right there, dude, shows you everything you need to know. That's because people are now raised by electronic devices. They're raised by phones. Now, what's the first thing they do when they wake up? They look at their phone. They don't even go outside to maybe inhale some oxygen, fresh air, or to maybe talk to another human being, right? Talk to another human being, say hello, hi. No, they're just like on their little devices, man, in front of the web camera, in front of a laptop, and just staring at the monitor. Um, it's strange. It's strange. Now you're saying, well, what about you? Dude, yes, I make videos on YouTube, but I also go outside. I go for a swim. I go for a bicycle ride. I work out. I go to the park. I have a barbecue with my brother once in a while. And, I go visit some of my old friends. And I mean, I do stuff during the day. I'm outside. I go to the beach, come back, go for a swim, come back. You know what I mean? Then go to the pool, do some more laps on the pool, do some swimming. But this, but majority of people out there, dude, they're just on their phones, bro. On their phones. You go to a diner, go to a restaurant. There's people on their phones. No one's talking to each other. People are raised by internet and social media, and it's not healthy, guys. And this is why people have become so uh, mentally ill and crazy. I mean, this is why the mental health issue problem is the big problem nowadays, because this entire generation it's raised by the social media. The worst of them all is like the TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. You constantly being presented by endless and endless and endless of videos. And these endless and endless of videos are not healthy for your brain. Your brain cannot handle all of that information, dude. Your brain is not meant to be collecting so much info every second of every minute. And this is why people go mentally cuckoo, go mentally crazy because of social media. The big tech companies don't care. They're just looking at you as a cattle that's going to make them money. All right? And no different for Nicholas Webb. Like, was a good example, Nicholas Webb. He doesn't care. He only cares about the money, the power, the control, And the reason I'm not mentioning all of this is because it's not healthy for you guys to be on the internet so much. Yes, you should have a balance. Okay, just make do like a schedule. Okay, I'll go to internet between 7 and 10. And that's it. 3 hours a day. Between 7 and 10, and then at 10 o'clock, I go to bed. I wake up, go to work, do some daily activities, and then eat my dinner, go to gym, come back, and at 7 o'clock, between 7 and 10, I'll go to internet and check the internet for like 3 hours. If you spend only 3 hours on the internet a day, I think you'll be okay. but because you guys are constantly having this access, and you're constantly just searching and watching a bunch of crap, and you're being fed a bunch of crap constantly, every second, every minute. And that's what the AI algorithm is doing. It's constantly feeding you crap nonstop. It's double checking everything, your mood, what you like, what you don't like, what pisses you off, what don't pisses you off. Everything's being collected. Every comment you ever made, every video you ever posted, everything you ever say is being collected, and it's being monitored. And then the AI is monitoring your behaviors, and based on those behaviors, the AI is manipulating you even more. And it's feeding you even more crap. And it's not healthy, guys, you know. And I'm telling you this because I'm giving you a good advice. I'm not telling you this because, oh, I'm some sort of a professor, or I know everything, Mr. Know-it-all. No, it's me trying to give you guys a good advice. You know, that's all. I wish you guys knew what I knew, but sadly, you guys don't. You guys are being educated by the worst of the worst, which is the algorithm, the social media algorithm, and no wonder everything's so screwed up. Anyway, let's continue. And don't forget, I'm old. I'm almost 50. All right, I've been around. I've been around while some of you were still in your daddy's nutsacks, as a sperm floating around in your daddy's nutsack balls. You know, I've been around. All right, let's continue. I know what I'm talking about.
Protocols initiated. Fire exit active. Please evacuate immediately.
How's that for burning bridges? Is it you? You wouldn't even know I was here.
Oh, he knew he was going to be here. That's why I left all the clues for you.
That's everything. Time to go.
That's right. Let's go. Turn off the lights. Yeah. And we'll leave it right here. This is the end of episode 25. What can I say? What can I say? This is an amazing game. I'll talk more about it at the end, when we get to the end of the game. But this has to be one of the best James Bond video games ever created. Now that I'm on the end of the part 25, and we still have like a few more episodes to go. The next one is the episode 26. I can tell you, and even though I didn't play the game, even though I didn't play it, I can tell you that this is, so far, if you watch my previous parts, this is one of the best James Bond video games ever created, period, in my honest opinion. And I think once you guys play it, once you go through this game, I think you're going to come to the same conclusion that this is one of the best James Bond video games ever created, period. All right, guys. Well, now that he's got everything that he needs, we got all of his equipment, he'll probably try to get in touch with Miss Roth to help him, you know, get to Hyperion. Maybe she knows where the Hyperion is. I'm guessing Antarctica. And he'll probably try to get in touch with her, because we don't know who she works for. Maybe she works for CIA, and maybe CIA wants to bring this guy down. I don't know. Maybe she will help him. So we'll find out. Okay? So I'll see you guys on the part 26. Thank you for watching.